Sometimes I think about it, and I don't know if I made the right choice to getting a bachelor's, because at the end of the day, I I'm really not even working in any of the fields that I went to school for. I work as a mailman right now for my 9 to 5, and I mean I do use, I guess, the business side of my bachelor's for my store, which is pre-shop box. But as in being in that field, for the AA, for example, I'm not really in that field, and that's the video game industry. I'm not in that field anymore. Um, so it's like I spent all that money just for that, and then the bachelor's is like, ugh, it's a little tough. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. Um, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm the type of person that if I didn't go to school, a lot of the business stuff that I learned, whether it's trademarks or just legal stuff, I wouldn't be able to do, because I wouldn't have taken the time to learn that because of the situation that I was personally in. Because like I told you, I was forced into making money so that pretty much I had to move out. So I was forced into that direction. So I couldn't really use any of these options that I had as a degree to continue in that path or whatever. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. It just depends. Business administration. Okay, okay, okay. That could be good. That could be good. Like, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? Let me know. Or what field are you looking into? Um, but yeah, but sometimes I think, like, I don't know if I made the right choice, to be honest, because what I do really doesn't need school. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. For pre-shop box, I didn't do any of the paperwork. I didn't do any of the legal paperwork. I really just hit up um, a company, and they created a DBA for me. I just paid them money. They did all the paperwork. They did the, like, everything. Everything has been done. I haven't done anything when it came down to the paperwork. Nothing. Nothing. Any of EINs, any of that. I haven't done nothing. 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 That was all done through a company. So I really didn't use it, to be honest. And I mean, I was just in debt. Well, I'm still in debt, with the school and all that stuff. And unless you're going to really use that and you have the opportunity to follow through with your career path, I would highly suggest you did it. But if you don't need it, you know, then you just don't need it. Cause see, the AA was cool because it got me into the doors when it came down to the video game industry, which I liked. Um, I started off as a, what was I? Well, that's when I became an intern, but it was a paid internship, and I became a project manager, but it was a localization company, and in that company, it was like we would contact people that were translators, different languages and stuff, and they would translate all the video games into that language. So, for example, if a game was in the App Store or something, and it was gonna go to New Zealand or whatever, I already had a list of contacts that we work with, and I would just hit them up to translate literally the whole game. They would send me back the file, and I would send it to somebody else to review it. So then they would send me an edited version, and then I would send that back to the company that was making the game or whatever. And then after, they would have localization tests. So then, I would get people from the list that we would get, for them to come in and test the games. So I would pretty much hire video game testers, and they would test the game, but their main objective was not really too many bugs, but it was more reading all the text and make sure that it makes sense, because obviously we don't know that language. So it was cool though because I had a list before of how many games I worked on, and it was at least, I don't even know, like over 100 games, to be honest with you. I think some of the biggest titles that I worked on was Barbie. I've also worked on Minecraft. I've worked on Devil May Cry 3. What else? What else? I think there was a Toy Story game at one point, and the rest were like iOS games and Android games. So all that was like pretty much what the AA helped me get because they knew the school that I went to. So because they had already hired someone from that school before, um, they took a chance with me when I applied, and they ended up liking me because like I said, I'm a hard worker in everything that I do. So when I was there, it was it was really it was something that I truly enjoyed. What?
I tried to get off camera.
Oh, you went that way and then maybe this way.
Yeah, sorry.
All you hear is I'm all being serious. Yeah, video games. That is comedy. Hey, all that coughing. Anyways, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, so it was cool, and yeah, so that's what happened. But then I think what I messed up on in that time was I was kind of seeking a little bit more money, and this position was not giving me raises because I don't know why, but I was under a W-9, I believe it was. So it was like a contractor thing. So um, once I talked to them because I had worked with another company that liked the way that I handled business, that they eventually sent me an email offering me a position to work with them. But this one was not in the video game field. This was in the localization field for commercials, and this was more in the voiceover field. It wasn't even localization, like words and stuff. So then when that happened, I spoke to that company, and they tried to match the money because they wanted me to stay. But the only reason I left, honestly, was because this other job was closer to my house, and the job for the video game company was in Santa Monica. For some reason, all of these video game companies want to be in Santa Monica and in downtown LA, and nothing wants to be in the valley or whatever. It's crazy because
It's true though, yeah.
yeah, like, and it's like, why? Like, because I understand though, because I mean it's nicer over there
It's
because
inspiring.
yeah, and it was like literally I could walk to the beach, which I would do. I would be there super early because I would get dropped off from my mom, and I would just sit at the beach for like an hour and a half, and then walk to work. But it was like literally right there, like it was just right there. So
Yeah.
then that happened, and then obviously I went with the other company because it was closer to my job, and then
To
yeah,
your house.
yeah, sorry, closer to my house, and then that's when I decided to go back to school, and then so I was going to school and there, and then eventually got fired from there because of the whole school situation because they wanted someone full time, but she was nice enough to be there,
Accommodate with
yeah,
your
and
schedule.
accommodate with the schedule that I had with school and stuff because sometimes I would have to go to school in the morning, sometimes I would have to go to school at night, and she was cool with me, switching schedules and stuff and being part time and doing what I was doing there. It's really not a part time job because I had to keep up with, the
The full
talent,
time, yeah.
and I had to schedule the talent to come in, and then I would have to talk to the engineer for him to be there to record these sessions and stuff like that. So it's not something that a part time person could do.
Right.
So eventually, yeah, I ended up getting fired, and then yeah, I finished school, and then I became a mailman, pretty much.
No. Oh, babe.
No,
It's alright. It's not
yeah.
the end.
No, it's not the end, and it's cool because the way I see it now is I really see this mailman job as like the benefits that we have for not only now but for the future, because um, when I first got this job, I really was telling myself I'm not gonna be here long. Like this is just I need some money and then I'm gonna move on to something else. But honestly, it kind of got to the point where I really couldn't do anything else because the hours were insane in the beginning, and it was crazy, you know. And then at that time, that's when I was already getting pushed out, well, already put out, and it's not like I could not have a job. Like I needed to have money in order to pay rent because I needed to live somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
So then you know, continuing on to what it is now, the way I see it is like, I don't think I would quit that job only because the benefits that it comes, you know, all of the investments that it helps you give, and all of the, and even like life insurance that we have, and then, you know, the insurance that we have, and everything that comes with it. I wouldn't really, you know, quit now. I mean, I'm already almost 10 years in. I
Yeah.
think I don't even know, to be honest, how many years. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'm already a few years in, so it's like might as well ride it out and then continue doing what we do, you know, on the side and stuff.
Yeah.
The only downside of that, to be honest, is like if there's an event on Saturday, I can never hit those events up.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel bad because we get invited to so many events because of our reactions and just people liking us for us, that they invite us to movie premieres, they invite us to listening parties, they invite us to different things that I can, unfortunately can't make because of my job,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel bad because it's like at some point they really stopped inviting us, but it's like
Yeah.
I try to explain, like, my job is not like any job. Like I really need to be there on Saturdays. Like I work, you know, I
Yeah.
get different days off out of the week. People don't even understand that, you
Yeah.
know. My
If only
my
we could pull up like late at night, that'd be dope. But
Yeah,
you know, like if we were to do like, you know, clubs at night,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, yeah, or on. But see, the thing is, or even like Saturday nights,
Or
you
a
know, that thing.
Sunday, you know, pool house or something.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah,
You
and it
know,
sucks.
yeah, it sucks
It
because
sucks.
your Mando have to go.
Yeah, no, and I have to because, you know, like it's like any other job. I can't be missing days, you know, because it's like
Right.
it's my responsibility to take care of what I gotta take care of. So, with that being said, going back to you, if you're gonna do a BA, make sure that it's in the field that you want to really be in, because if not, you're just gonna waste money. And that's just being real with you, because like I said, I wasted money on the AA, and I can truly 100% say that I did waste money on that, because I do not code anymore. I do not use any of the programs like Maya or any of the programs that I was using before to make video games at all. I have the box somewhere, and I don't use it at all. Like, I don't make video games. So that was a big ass waste of money.
Did you mention culinary school?
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Another waste of, of money.
I forgot about that. That's how much. Damn.
And how much money you spent on those knives that you are not allowed to have.
Damn, those knives are banned from me because they're just banned. But they're still like something I gotta pay for.
Ain't that?
I forgot about that shit.
Of course you
I
did.
really did.
You see, I know everything about you.
So, okay, so now that you mentioned it, so I did go to culinary school. If you guys don't know what that is when you're trying to be a chef. So I tried to go to school to be a chef, then I quickly found out that that wasn't my passion. But I went to that school for 1 year. It was in Santa Monica.
You became good at cutting.
I did become really good at cutting.
You actually passed that class.
I passed all the classes.
You made good dishes.
I did make good dishes. I did make good dishes. And I actually went to school with one of my high school homies. Shout out to Nick. I don't know where he's at nowadays, but I know he was playing ball overseas. But I ran into him there. I don't know what he was going to school there for, actually, now that I think about it, after he played basketball. He was playing. That's crazy, huh? Anyways. But he was there. But anyway, so yeah, it's true. Like, because you have to learn how to cut. Like, everything is fine cut. Like, if you're working in a high end restaurant.
Yeah.
You know.
That was the goal. Yeah.
And you know what? It was a really good experience. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it. It was really cool. I got to go to Santa Monica one time to make ice cream from scratch
That is so cool.
for people.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So
As
it
a
was cool.
class.
Yeah, yeah.
That is so cool.
Not really a class. It was like, I think, a volunteer thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, so
To get the idea of owning a food business, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. And
That's
shout outs to one of the homies too. I just remember his name, Shindo. I think he goes by. Shout outs to him because he's actually still.
that's
And I think I
dope.
showed you his
Yeah,
page before.
yeah, yeah.
He's making baking stuff. He makes like cookies, pastries, and stuff like that. He continued on.
We should get some stuff from him.
I low key should.
We should promote his shit.
Yeah, we should. Low key. You know what?
Let's find
I'm
him.
a, I'm a, I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna buy something and then we'll display it for you guys and we'll try them on live or something. Type thing.
Yeah, guys.
That'd be fire.
Sick.
Shout outs to him though.
Yeah.
Damn. And you know what's crazy? Shout outs to him because I forgot his homie's name, but damn, that you just reminded me so much.
I took him so back.
Yeah, you took me back because I really forgot about those days.
Because you're talking about wasting money, so I'm like, all right, since you're in that topic.
Damn, I wasted money on that too. No, but you know what? That's crazy because that took me back to those classes and like like we would smoke.
Fun, yeah.
Like we'll be in the car before class smoking weed, just chilling and just getting ready for class and then we'll go to class and it was just a vibe,
Yeah.
Like you forget about the little moments like that.
You see,
if you don't get reminded.
Moments.
Yeah.
You didn't even know it. That's what I tell you.
Yeah. But I think what my problem was, what my problem is, and we'll get more into detail for the next like actual podcast, but it's like me forgetting a lot of stuff because I have that problem where I forget a lot of shit.
You forget you had fun. You forget you lived.
Yeah.
You get in your sad moment and think that's it.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. I'm gonna write that down. We got to talk about that.
Okay.
Because I'm sure a lot of guys go through that. But that's cool, man. But yeah, I did go to school for that, and I did waste money on that too. Yeah, damn, yeah, and that was before getting the bachelor's. Obviously, that was the school. But before that, I was trying to do culinary school in community college, right here in Mission College, and but I never got to those classes because they were trying to make me fucking do English, math. It's like I don't give a fuck about none of those classes. The fuck I need English for? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here with that shit. And then we had, I went there for a year, but then not really because then I had the homie that was going to school with me, so we would be ditching all the time. It's funny because. Like let's play this. You're in class, right?
Okay.
And let's say this is the door right here, and he would just stand there, and for some reason I would feel his presence, and then he'll be like, and I'll just grab myself and leave the class, and we'll go eat Mexican
Chinese
food. Nah, Mexican food. The fuck?
Oh,
The fuck? Get some.
no.
We'll go to what was that tacos? What was that? Oh.
Rico's Tacos?
Yeah, Rigo's Tacos, yeah. Rigo's Tacos. And that was by Handsome Dan, too.
I said the Chinese because your mom's spot, the sopa.
Oh, no, my mom didn't take him out of class. I was kidding.
No, I thought you guys would go get
No,
the sopa.
No. It was always Rigo's Tacos. The one that was by the Handsome Dan. Yeah. So yeah, damn, that's crazy. So I really didn't go to class those days. I mean, it's because of that, though. And I think that's...
it.
Yeah, and I think that was the problem. It's like they wanted me to do, like the basic stuff, and it's like, for what? Like, I already did all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But I guess that's a requirement that you have to do in when you're getting your associates. You have to do it.
Yeah.
It's stupid, though, because it just doesn't make sense. So, but yeah. But whatever you want to do...
Make sure you want to because...
And really think about it. Yeah, I really think about it because that's something that people don't discuss. And I think it's very important because I made that mistake 2 times. 2 times. I was going to say 3 times. But I'll say 2 times. Which was the culinary and then my associate's degree when it came. Because I don't use any of that shit at all. Business, I guess I could take a little bit out of that and use that. But not really because I'm not... like legally doing trademarks and I'm not legally doing all that. It's like nowadays you got the internet where you got LegalZoom and other companies like that make all that shit for you. All you got to do is pay them 200 something bucks and they get you the DBA, they get you your IEN, they get you all the paperwork you need. And then you go to your tax person and they do more paperwork for you. It's like you don't need to do shit. You just got to run your business and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it's just different times now.
Yeah.
You know, I think during that time it was mostly
And
being
very
forced.
technical. Yeah.
No, I was being
Oh,
forced to
yeah.
like you need to go to school and da 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 da, and then it's like and you need to get a job and you know what I'm saying and shit like that, and it's just like oh okay like
Yeah.
you know you're being forced into all that stuff. So yeah, man. So just do what you want to do. That goes to saying just
The
do
same
what you
thing we
want to
tell
do.
our kid.
Yeah,
Just do what you
exactly.
want to do. Make sure you like to do what you want to do. You don't have to go to college,
Yeah,
but you make sure it makes you
makes you what like
be comfortable.
be comfortable and I mean at the end of the day you're gonna have to make money, so hopefully you get to that point. But if you have that space where your parents are like you could stay here or you have that option of even kicking in a little bit of rent, do that
Yeah.
because to spend right now I don't know where you live at, but right now in LA or the Valley, if you're trying to get a one bedroom spot, you're paying at least like 2,800, 2,500
That's crazy.
lowest, and that's
Possibly.
for a
Depending
fucking
on the area.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, like depending on the area, even in Van Nuys, like that's just looking crazy right now. Like at the time when we were living in Van Nuys, it was 1,200. But after we moved out, what was it looking at like 18? But that was like 7 years ago. So now that shit's probably like in the 2000s. No lie, and that shit was janky as fuck. You remember that shit?
Yeah, I kicked it with the crackhead. No,
Nah,
I'm
no, the crackheads and bro,
Dude,
the
I was
car,
so scared.
the crackheads on Cedros is a motherfucker, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you guys know that street, you guys know that shit is fucking lame.
It was Terry was like rolling
Fucking
around
Terry, man. Terry's crazy. Shout out
with
to Terry.
his wheelchair,
Yeah, man. Fucking Terry. You fucking 2 in the morning and you hear a
bumping
big
music.
ass boombox in his fucking wheelchair, electric wheelchair, just bumping. And he lived in the next building next to us. Didn't what happened last time? Did he get pushed out of his chair or something?
Yeah, they pushed him out of his chair. That's why you laugh.
Well, because
That's fucked up, dude.
Terry was a troublemaker. That's why.
And they got out their car and pushed him out the chair. His
They
wheelchair.
pushed him, yeah. We seen some shit there, man. We said some stories already, of the experiences that we had there. But that shit was a janky ass spot, man. We had some wild ass neighbors too. Man, we had some crazy shit. They
Oh
broke
my
into
God.
my whip. They
stole
stole
you.
my fucking. Oh my God, bro. Okay, give you guys a little bit of a rundown. I had two cars at the time. I had a Evo, and then I had an Integra. The Integra was stooped up. I had put a Nardi, not a Nardi, NRG steering wheel. It was wood grain. Everything was decked out. It had a screen. You know, you guys know that shit didn't come with a screen. It had a little screen right there, touch screen, everything. It had a full surround system. It was lowered rims. It was beast. Just it was beast. Obviously, moving there was a mistake because I had it parked, and where it was parked, apparently there was no fucking cameras, and they broke into my shit, and they stole
Everything.
the radio.
Yeah.
Well, not everything, cause
But yeah.
they just stole the radio, and that was it actually, just the radio.
They broke the window.
Yeah, they broke the window. Yeah, and then because it still had the because remember I had all the carpet. That's the thing though. I didn't have space to put that shit anywhere, so I had the bucket seat was in there. They could have stole the bucket seat.
Yeah.
They could have stole like all of the suspension stuff that I had there.
Yeah.
I mean that was my mistake too, because I mean I should have known better, but I thought just having a car cover would do it. But these motherfuckers raised my shit
to
and
the
looked in
hood.
there. Fuck them. Fuck them. All those fucking base heads out there, fuck them.
No, that was messed up too though, because they were straight out like crackheads.
No, yeah, and it was not like the crackheads that are
respect.
hiding it. Like these are crackheads that are literally in daylight.
Because there's some crackheads that respect,
Yeah,
what I
oh
mean?
yeah, yeah,
That they're
yeah.
cool and they grow
Yeah.
up in the neighborhood and they're
Yeah.
respectful and shit. And you
No,
know
yeah.
what's up. These crackheads just moved from like Palmdale or something.
Yeah,
and they
no.
just came and posted or something.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
Like no one invited them.
Yeah, I remember specifically like the Asian crackhead that was always kicking it by the fucking the gate that would open.
Yeah, that's who I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her.
So her, and then the tall white dude, and I think it was him. And I swear, at these moments, I was like on a different mindset.
You did go looking for them.
I was. I really was.
I remember.
I had my dude.
They were MIA for a week or so though.
Oh, and they're lucky because I was really on that shit.
You know what? They were MIA ever since then, because then after that we moved out.
Yeah, no, we didn't move out right away. We were still there for a cool minute.
But they were never.
Never
around though. After that shit, they were never around.
No, they weren't around because I was really tripping.
Yeah, like, you were looking every day for them.
And I was even getting to the point where it's like I wasn't seeing them, and I was looking for them, meaning I was gonna be sleeping in my car. I was really on funny. That shit. No,
I know.
And I told you, I was like, I'm gonna be sleeping in my motherfucking car. I'm gonna wait for them to try to do that shit again, and I had something that I was about to like fucking destroy them with. Like it was about to be done. I'm not even playing.
Hey, mad at me.
No, because that shit brought me back bad memories. So I was kidding. No. But no, that's some real shit right there, man.
But
like,
things happen for a reason, yeah, man. Because your intentions were that, but
yeah, my intentions were very bad. My intentions were so bad.
Crash out.
Oh, crash out, bro. And that's some real shit. Like,
dude, it was because I think we even drove around. We were looking because I was mad at myself.
No, yeah, see that's the
thing.
I even
called my.
Oh my god.
Hey, dude, we were all crashing.